Welcome to Sir Joe Maths class. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the page, like the page, leave a comment and share with your friends. Today we are going to look at derivative of a function, and what we are going to do today is to investigate about two variables, how the dependent variable is going to respond to a change in independent variable. If there is a change in x, how is y is going to respond. Now let's look at this function. The function, we have y is equal to f of x, and we are saying that there could be a change in x. Whenever there is a change in x, how is y going to correspond with it? So let's do something here. We have y, so there is a change, and the change is given by delta y, so you will add it to it, which is equal to f. Remember that the change that has been added to y is what? As a result of change in x. So you have to add a change in x to what? The original x. So we have x plus change in x. So this is what you are going to get. If there is a change in x, how is y going to correspond? Now we want to know the change that will be added to y. So we will make change in y the subject. So we send y to the other side. So we have change in y is equal to f of x plus change in x minus y. But remember, we are saying that y is equal to f of x. So, but y is equal to f of x. So instead of minus y, we are going to write minus f of x. So we have change in y is equal to f of x plus change in x minus f of x, because we are saying that y is what? F of x. So now where we've reached now, we want to know a change, and you know that whenever there is a change, we divide both sides by the change. So where is the change now? The change is what? In x. So let's divide both sides by change in x. Change in x. So whenever there is a change in x, it is going to give us what? The actual value that y is going to what? Correspond with. And here, before you know, we have to take the limit of the change that has occurred. That is what? The change in what? X. So here we are going to get limit of change in x approaches what? 0. Approaches 0. So we have change in y over change in x is equal to lim, that is change in x approaches 0. Then we repeat the whole of the function. We have f of x plus change in x minus f of x all over change in x. So this is the formula one is going to use to deduce whenever there is a change in x. And normally, according to the first principle, this is the function or the equation you are going to what? Use to deduct it. So what we know is dy dx is equal to the limit of change in x minus 0. That is the change in x, change in y, change in x. So this is how we are going to do it. Do not worry. In some books, you will find that change in x is represented by h. Is the same thing. It's represented by h. It is the same thing. So whenever you are working derivative of a function and you get to know that it is not f of x plus change in x, but it is x plus h, it is the same thing, just that they represent change in x by what? H. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the page, like the page, leave a comment and share with your friends. The most reason why I did this video is that sometimes students are fond of chewing formulas, trying to, like, normally we say that the person doesn't want to deduce it. If you know how to deduce a formula, it will help you, because whenever you make a mistake in writing a formula, it is going to end up making a mistake in your final answer. So we are going to look at some simple calculation which is going to follow the same principle of what? Deducing the formula. Thank you for watching.